Welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be bolting the rest of the motor in. It's just being held in by the transmission bolts. I got a flip. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. There's the motor mount. I got to flip that, just jack up a little bit and spin it because they're adjustable from Z1. I'm just hook some stuff up and do some stuff. It's Easter today, so we got some plans. So I need to just start doing stuff and see how far I can get. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So I totally thought that I hit the record button, but I did not. So tighten the bolts on the other side. These two bolts right here go to the starter. And I just tighten that one all the way up there. You guys can't see it, it's not really focused way up there, but it's way up there. I just tightened that one. So I'm gonna go ahead, get out from under here. I'm gonna take my jack and a piece of wood and pick up on this oil pan up here. You guys can barely see it, it's in this frame way down here. And then I'm gonna spin that motor mount and get the motor mounts bolted down. So we'll see that. So you guys can see, this is what I'm doing. So I lifted it up. Get this hose out the way. Lifted it up so I can spin this. If you guys see in there, take a wrench in there. I can adjust if I want my motor to go down or go up. But it was faced the wrong way. So now that I can get to it, I can get to this side. Go ahead, set that block of wood down. And bam. Now they're good. Now I can go ahead and I can tighten the motor mounts down and everything will be set. Motor will be good. I think I got one more bolt on the transmission up top that I couldn't hit from the bottom. So I'll just ratchet that on. But we're gonna go ahead and bolt these two mounts down right here, and then we'll get going. Went ahead, did these now. They don't spin. The top bolt's a 14 millimeter, bottom bolt's a 17. I was able to use my power tools on the bottom two, and just this side with a wobbly. Had to use a ratchet on this side. The headers are just in the way. I got that done now. Like I was saying, I believe down here. Oh no, I got, oh yeah, right here. I had 2 bolts right here for the transmission. The top 2 bolts, I gotta tighten down. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and do next. Probably won't have a video of that just because it's hard to record from that side. So I'll see you guys after I'm done. All right. So last episode we went ahead and drilled these 2 holes right here. It's for this pressure regulator. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it on there now that I have the motor in. I don't have to worry about the motor swing hitting it ever or anything. So yeah, you guys are gonna see me go put that in right now. So now that I have the regulator right here mounted, the next step is going to be getting this lower intake on so I can put my fuel rails on and injectors. So that's going to be our next task to tackle. Got the lower plenum on. Oh, looks like I'm going to need a deep 12. Hold on, let me get my deep 12 out. All right. Go ahead and tighten these up. Make sure they're nice and tight, nice and nice. Can you guys see that? Yeah. So I just put the nuts on right now. Gonna go get the bolts here in a second. So back to what I was saying a couple videos ago. It's nice to use these Ziploc bags right here because you can go ahead and label them whatever you want to label them, and then you'll have all the stuff exactly where you know where it's at. You just gotta read it and you have them. So yeah, made a mistake. I realized, you guys probably saw in the video, realized I forgot to put the gaskets on. They're just right up here on the windshield. Not that one. That one's for upper. All right, now I'm gonna go through, get it all done, get it all on. I'll just cut to when I have it together. All right, I don't have you guys on the gimbal. Gimbal's set up right there, but I went ahead, got this on. Next, we're gonna go ahead. These fuels are gonna sit just on. Spun them just like that. Z1 towards the front, being able to read it normally. The thing about these fuel rails is, so the stock ones, let's see. Okay, so the stock fuel rails come with this little like spacer that sits just right in here, and it gives them the space for the injectors. But Z1 made these already have that, so they came with their own bolts in here. They are hex head. Make sure everything's put together right, and then all you do is just sit them on here. I'm gonna obviously get the injectors on, but that's where they're gonna sit, is right there. So go ahead and get that going. I don't know if I've showed you guys these yet, but these are my 1300 cc's from Injector Dynamics. They should just plug in and play. So we're gonna go ahead, get that going, get ready to get everything ready. So while I was doing this, I realized that these clips don't clip into the injectors, and the injectors came with new clips and pins and everything. So I have these adapters at my house that might work. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move on for now. And I'm gonna try to put my downpipes on down in here, and then by that time I'll probably have to leave, go do something, and then come back. So yeah. So I'm not gonna be able to record this. You can see that. You guys can barely see it, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this downpipe on the driver's side, and I'll get back to you guys when I have it on. I forgot when I did the exhaust on my girlfriend's IPL, this exhaust bolt got stuck in my 13 deep, and that's what I need right now. So I had to screw it on to my old exhaust manifold studs and wiggle it off and beat it off out of my 13 deep. It was really stuck on there. I completely forgot about it. But right now I have the bring this over here. Right now I'm mocking the turbo up down there. But it is a nightmare. I ordered the wrong exhaust gaskets, and these V-bands that I ordered might just be a little too big. So it seems like today is not going well. This video could just be a bunch of crap, honestly, just horrible. I mean, at least I got these motor mounts lined up and everything to where I can mess with them and everything like that, but as in everything else for the day, it's just not looking too good. So I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing, and I'll come back. As you can see, I ordered the wrong V-bands. It was too big, so I'm gonna have to return the exhaust gaskets, and get new of everything. So that's kind of shitty. All right, guys, I messed up. I ordered the wrong exhaust gaskets and the wrong V-bands. I don't have the pigtails for the injector dynamic injectors. I gotta make those, solder, and blah blah blah. I just do not have time today. So this next clip's just gonna be me kind of cleaning it up. I've had my stuff out here for the last 2 weeks. I haven't charged any of my guns, any of my recording stuff, anything. So I'm just gonna do a quick montage of me cleaning everything up. Today wasn't that successful, but it was because we found out stuff we needed. You know, we got the lower intake plenum on, figured out that we needed to do what we needed to do with the injectors. I got the regulator on, but we already had that done last time. I just never put it in. I got all the bolts to the transmission bolted in besides starter bolts. I didn't put the starter in. And I'm mocking up the turbo kit, and I got the motor mounts bolted down. So with only a couple, like 2 hours of work, that's, I mean, not the best, but it's good enough. So here's a montage of me cleaning the garage, and then I will give you guys an outro.